Yo, how's it going, guys? Here with another video. And today I'm gonna be going over GPJPY, which is trade I'm taking a look at for tonight's session. Other than that, I'm not really looking to trade any other pairs besides GJ. There's no reason to trade more than one pair if there's no movements going on in the market. Always make sure to not over trade, right? It's better quality over quantity. You want to make sure you have the best trades, not the most trades. Because then just one trade, you can make a good profit from it than just have been in 4 or 5 trades and losing 3 and just winning 2, right? So it's always good to make sure your analysis are up to date to like what you're looking for and the confirmations that you are looking for as well. So here on GEJ, if you haven't, before I get started, if you guys have any questions, make sure you just comment in the chat or turn your mic on and you could go ahead and ask right away. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So today I did send out this trade for GJ already a couple minutes ago. I would say like around 15 minutes ago that I sent out the trade for GPY shorts, which we are currently running in profits. Was no drawdown at the moment. We went right into profits. So now let's just go ahead and break it down from a bigger time frame perspective. If we look at here from the daily time frame, also one thing that you want to make sure, always make your top-down analysis from a bigger time frame, such as daily or weekly. I usually tend to start on the daily time frame, which is where I start making my analysis. So here on the daily time frame, we could see how market prior had created this high over here, which is the high that we have right there. Now that high came into what? We came into an accumulation price candle to be tested once more, which was this daily bullish accumulation price candle, this last bull candle before the movement down, which also came and took out some liquidity from this highs that we had prior. Market came right into it and started rejecting and started going to the downside for GPPY. This right here would have been our ideal sell. Now, unfortunately, I didn't really pay attention on the market around those days inside this on GJ. But other than that, we do have more confirmation on a daily that we should continue up going bearish to come and fill in what is our daily imbalance right here, testing into our daily bearish accumulation price candle, which is my last bearish candle before the push down. Market should come back into that area to be testing and start showing rejections once again to the upside, or we could continue on going lower to just clear out the sell side liquidity down here. For me personally, I'm just gonna go ahead and close my trade at this area, which is my take profit at 86 to 85 pips. So we have for take profit just to secure the trade, just in case we do show continuation to the upside after testing that accumulation price candle. Here on a daily time frame, we could also start seeing some good structure that has been testing, creating higher highs, higher lows, which we have right here. Market came into this daily candle, daily accumulation price candle, tested it 2 times, got rejected. Market creating a accumulation price candle in this area here on a daily time frame, came into it, and what? Got rejected, right? Got rejected there, so we should continue on being bearish for GPPY on the daily time frame. Now bringing it down to lower time frame, such as the 4-hour time frame. You can see how here on the 4-hour, we went bearish in this high, was where we tested that daily commission price candle right there. Started some rejection to the downside, broke the low. Once we broke through this low, we started creating a retracement up, which just happened during New York session around there. So we had the London expansion to the downside here, London expansion down. And this right here was at 10 a.m. So yeah, that was New York session that we have started having the New York retracement and Sydney Tokyo retracement as well. So right now we should continue with our London expansion to a downside to fill in the end balance that we have here, testing in that accumulation price candle into this area here as well, which is the daily opening, which also is our 4-hour breaker here, right here. Well, this is our breaker. Why? Well, because market broke structure, well, not structure, but broke this whole high to the upside. So therefore, market has to come back down and test inside that breaker before we see any other major movement happening, or once coming into this area, which is the breaker and the daily opening, our commission price candle, we are either going to have our push to the upside or just have some distribution, slow movement in the market before any other major movement that would be happening. And now just coming into the 2-hour and 1-hour time frame here, well, on the 2-hour time frame, if I mark my fib from my start of the impulse to my end of the impulse, I could see how market had came into a high premium into that 6.2 fib level, which also came into this imbalance area, around 50% of the imbalance to be tested. So therefore, right there, we got in for shorts. Unfortunately, I didn't really get in right there. I just barely opened up my laptop around 10 when around the time I sent out the trade to the group was when I was looking at the charts. So here in the 1-hour time frame, confirmation that I got into getting for a sale as well is because, well, obviously we came into a fib level from the start of the impulse and of the impulse, came into that 6.2 high premium, and also tested here on this accumulation price candle on the side right here. When I came into it, tested, respected it, and since I saw that, I decided to get in for a short. The short, I got in this area, and I got in a little bit too late just because, as mentioned, I was looking at the market somewhat late. So if anything were to happen right now in London, we should see London either come back and retrace into its most recent accumulation price candle here and continue going down, or we could just continue on having our bearish movement to the downside to clear out the old low in this area, clearing out this low, which would be taking out sell side liquidity that we formed in this retracement during Sydney and Tokyo session. After that, we should see market continue going down into what? The daily breaker and the daily contract price candle, forward breaker, and taking out 1-hour liquidity on this low here in this area right there. And my stop loss, well, my stop loss, I have it just above the high that we had formed before here, which is 35 pips. Take profit, as mentioned, well, right here at 86 pips, which is on the daily commission price candle and the forward breaker, and taking out this whole low liquidity. Other than that, that's what I'm looking on for tonight's session, which is GBPJPY. Not really start taking any other trades because this is the only one I like at the moment. Besides that, do you guys have any questions or any other pair that you guys would want to take a look at? Everything good? If you have questions, you guys comment on the chat or just go ahead and mention me. If not, everything good? Right then. With that being said, that concludes tonight's session. You have a great night and happy trading to y'all.